Three words I associate with women are perceptivity, generosity, and fortitude.
I would say powerful.
Powerful.
Beautiful for sure.
Beautiful, strong.
Strong. You know, you definitely got to be strong out here in this culture.
I want to be confident.
Just confident. I think women nowadays are very confident.
I think women are very strong, other than like the more obvious reasons of like being able to give birth. I just think that women go through a lot of things and can deal with a lot of stuff that men maybe don't realize because they're not women.
These words come to mind because I think women are especially sort of attuned to reading our surroundings, understanding what's going on around us, but also doing something about it and doing it with compassion without kind of wavering in our values or allowing the kind of forces that are pushing against us to stop us in our path.
And it happened so fast I hardly remember a thing. Took a tab while I was dancing, ended up at the roller rink. Used to be a little derby queen, knew everything. To the rhythm that the DJ spun, nothing has changed. I've fallen in love with dangerous things, higher than hell at the roller rink. Damn, that disco ball shines down on everything, but I keep circling. Back before I started singing, older I get the Irish town bar. I had dreams of being someone, skating to angry guitars. Those men buying me men's drinks like vultures diving in the road for me. There's something special about being seen. When you're going so fast you'd crash into any. I've fallen in love with dangerous things, higher than hell at the roller rink. Damn, that disco ball shines down on everything, so I keep circling. When the glow sticks start to fade in, I lose the arcade games. I see myself in all, forgot how it felt to fall or take the blame. Chase my tail till I go dizzy, and like a no doubt song it hit me the whole time I was running to get back where I came from. I've fallen in love with dangerous things, higher than hell at the roller rink. Damn, that disco ball shines down on everything, so I keep circling. I fall in love with dangerous things, higher than hell at the roller rink. And damn, that disco ball shines down on everything, but I keep circling. I keep circling.
I would say my love language, I would say two. I would say words of affirmation and quality time. And for me, that's really about, quality time I think is kind of self-explanatory. It's like being with people, using time, which is such a precious resource to express, care for another person. But to me, words of affirmation is really about sort of breaking down the awkwardness and the vulnerability that we feel in telling somebody how wonderful that they are. And using our words in an intentional way to boost people up. And I love when people do it back to me. It makes me feel good.
My love language is physical touch. I love a good massage. Do enjoy making love and, holding hands, absolutely.
I love reassurance, but I also love a good trip. So if you go on a trip with me, that's a love language of mine.
I think my love language is making food, both having food made for me and me making food. So I love making pies, and my partner makes food for me on pretty much a daily basis. So I really appreciate that about him.
My love language is communication.
I'm a communicator.
Probably a dream place would be either Tokyo or Australia, but I'm actually on a trip right now. I'm not from Philadelphia, I'm from Dallas.
I love the traditional apple, but I think my favorite is actually I call it dark berry pie, where you just put any dark berries that you love, so raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, anything that's gonna homogenize into this just gooey, lovely, sweet texture. Yeah.
And I like to talk about things, get to know a person, and see where that goes, whether it's a friendship kind of, platonic love, or romantically.
I love just talking everything through, so if that's one of the, I think there's technically 4, but communication and just words of affirmation, that's what it is. So I'll go with that one, clear communication for sure.
I may be the beauty of the Italian market, but I can still read a misogynistic man to filth.
My reflection shows exactly who I am on the inside and out, which is a strong and confident princess who doesn't necessarily need a prince or a big stadium in Chinatown.
I may not be from around here, boys, but I've got my own style, and it's time to let it come through. Go, Birds!
We are the real princesses of Center City.
Today, our friend Lainey has a date with a guy, and she asked us to come for moral support because, let's just say, her last few dates haven't been great.
Dating as a young princess in Center City is tough because there's really only 3 bars that you can really rely on. Oscars, Dirty Franks, and Tattooed Mom. And dating apps. But Lainey's under 21, and dating apps are usually pretty bare bones, so we were happy to spy on him.
Today, I'm going out on a date with a guy I met online named Cole. Cole is a film major from here in Center City, and I'm really excited to get to know him more. Up until now, dating has kind of been an uphill battle, largely because I haven't been able to meet a guy who's able to understand my love languages, which are quality time and acts of service. So I hope a more creative guy will be able to tap into that and really understand that these are the things that I need.
So what do you usually like to do with your free time?
I'm a big subscriber to the grind never stops culture, so I usually spend my free time either writing or practicing my After Effects skills a lot. How can you get better at something if you don't actually practice it? That's actually why I'm here. I usually don't go on a lot of dates just because I never have the time.
Never has any time. How many red flags should we do this time before we quit?
I'm assuming that you spend a lot of your free time at home. Have you ever tried writing too?
No, but I read a lot. Any favorite books?
I don't think a real writer should have to read any other people's work in order to be good.
Well, with the rest of my time, I usually like to help my family out with anything that they need. Do you ever get into anything like that?
No, not really. I'm more of like a lone wolf type, as they say. You know, like as an auteur, that's a filmmaker that does all the work. You need to have more of an independent, self-reliant type of personality. And you know, I just need people around me that understand that. That's actually what attracted me to you. I saw on your profile that you're also really independent and a quote-unquote girl boss, as the females say. So, what else do you like to do?
Did I ever tell you that I'm a really skilled martial artist?
We are the real princesses of Center City.
Outside of the gender norm, I think I don't know. That's a hard question. You know, I identify as a woman. I feel like a woman in whatever I do, even when I'm like fighting back at something or when I'm, you know, pushing against that. I think even the notion of a gender norm and thinking about it consciously can be something that restricts us. Puts us in a box, and I don't want to be in that box. Even if I'm breaking out of it, it's like I'm not even aware of the box. I'm just living my life. I'm just moving how I want to move.
I get my toenails painted. I know that's a little. I like to go sapphire, my birthstone.
I think painting my nails would be one of them, because a lot of people complain that that's for a woman to do, but I don't mind getting my nails done from time to time.
I work in finance, which, as most people know, it's mainly men in the area of finance, but fortunately I'm able to work there and feel comfortable working in finance.
I'm both a historian and a philosopher, and actually, weirdly enough, I mean, even though philosophy is one of the humanities and women are very well represented in the humanities, philosophy of science is not one of them.
I like to wear sneakers. I'm not really like a heel type of girl. I prefer sneakers, Converse, Nikes over high heels any day.
There are moments where I try to, like, I don't necessarily dress in a really feminine way all the time or feel like I have to be performing, you know, whatever quote unquote womanhood means, but that doesn't take away from who I am.
Let's walk for peace, Lord. Kumbaya. Let's walk for peace, Lord. Kumbaya.
Who are these women? Where did they come from? They worked in restaurants. They were the homemakers who prepared meals for their families. They were the mothers who raised boys and girls to become fine men and women. They worked in offices. They liked fun and music and peace. Women in general are not as strong as men, but with the right equipment adjusted to their capabilities, they can do just about the same work as men. Who are these women? We are these women.
Let's walk for peace, Lord. Kumbaya. Let's walk for peace, Lord. Kumbaya.
to From Every Angle. I'm Jenny, and I'm here with Kennedy, a musician from here in Philly, who is also the front woman of the band Makeout Girl. Thank you for coming with us, Kennedy. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little about your experience as a front woman in the Philly music scene right now?
The Philly music scene right now is doing really well. I think everybody is more inclusive. There's a more diverse scene. I think the women in the music scene here are thriving.
Awesome. How long has music been a dream of yours?
Forever. Girl, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just, the only thing that I really felt really passionate about, it's my way of expressing myself. I just love it. So forever.
Nice, yeah, I feel you. Have you ever felt like anyone, be it your peers or like other people in the music scene, have ever held any kind of expectations over you for being like a woman in the music industry, or?
Yeah, I think that's inevitable. Constantly, like here and there. I can't think of any instances I'd want to get into off the top of my head. But I think you just have to keep it bumping. Like, I think you just have to keep it rocking. You're not going to ever be what people expect you to be or want you to be. You can only be yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Word. Do you feel like those expectations have kind of changed as you've grown up, since you've been doing music for forever? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you grow into yourself. I think when you're a kid, you want to be a Disney star. And when you're an adult, you want to be something else.
Yeah.
You know, like you have different like people that you love. I mean, I've always loved Tori Amos or like Kate Bush. But I really wanted to be like Selena Gomez when I was little.
Yeah,
and now
me too.
yeah, right? and or like Hannah Montana or like somebody like that. And now I'm like 23 or about to be 23, and I want to be more like Adrienne Linker from Big Thief. I want to be more like still Tori Amos. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. I used to wear my Hannah Montana wig around the house like all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I also know that you've been releasing a lot of your songs like professionally on Spotify and stuff. Have you noticed any like stark changes between the local Philly scene and kind of working with like more places around the world?
Yeah, I think people are starting to recognize the Philly scene. I recently met a man who works for Don Giovanni Records here in Philly.
Wow, nice.
And he was telling me about how he worked on Mitski's record, Bury Me at Makeout Creek.
Oh my God, I love that.
It was amazing to talk to him. And I think people are just taking more recognition of what's going on here. I think in a few years, a lot of the bands we see now in people's basements are going to be onto bigger and better things.
Huge, huge. All right, well, I know you've also recently graduated college. What has life as a working artist kind of been like since you have a little more time now?
Fun. I'm recording my own music now.
Epic,
and
epic.
yeah, I just got a new laptop so I can do it all in my bedroom. And I've been working with more women in music. I know you know Julia Pratt, my good friend, who's going on tour soon, is from Philly. Like just working with more women in music.
All right, yeah, cool. And
yeah, it's
yeah,
been good.
just with our last final moments, what are some words that you'd use to describe both yourself and Makeout Girl as a whole?
Bold. I'd say bold.
Epic. That's a good word. All right, yeah, well, again, I'm Jenny, and thank you for joining us, Kennedy, and thank you all for watching From Every Angle.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah. I was misled by the gestures. We didn't go over that first.
Shoot.
Do you want me to keep?
I wonder. We're still live on the air, but I have like a slide up. If we open back up, we'll open up on camera 3 here, and you'll make a joke of it.
Okay.
Bonus content.
All right. Well, we're actually back with some bonus content with Kennedy because we just couldn't get enough of her. Yeah. So, Kennedy, what would you say is like next for you and the band?
Okay, so like I said, so I'm recording music in my bedroom right now, and it's been so much fun. And I don't know if I'm gonna continue just recording on my own, but I do have some more material that I've been working on. I want to wear this on the cover of whatever I do next.
It's a really good outfit.
My sleepwear number. But I want to make a big body of work, and I want to involve other women in the Philadelphia music scene, or just like women artists in general that are closer to my age. It's something I've always been passionate about, but I want to practice what I preach a little bit, and try to get a girls' club going, because I think we deserve one.
Yeah, I agree. That's huge. That's huge. All right. I have another like fun question for this little bonus content feature. To bring it back to some of the vox pops that our viewers saw earlier, what are your love languages, and do you think they inform your music at all and your songs?
Yeah, I love quality time, because then you can make memories you can write songs about. Like, I'm a physical touch person, of course. Like, I love like just to be, like every love language is a good love language, right? But no, quality time is my favorite. I like to go do things with people that I care about.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I always, when me and you and the girls hang out, I like to like sit around and watch TV, or like sit around and do like something together. I kind of want us to go to a bookshop soon.
We should go to a bookshop soon and then sit around and watch TV. We should totally
Yeah,
do
we could do
that.
both of those things.
All right, yeah. So going back to the band, what would you say your like main goal for like your artistry is as both Kennedy and Makeout Girl?
Right, so Makeout Girl is really more of a stage name, where I am taking the name of Makeout Girl as like an alter ego, and then my friends Harley Torres, Satchel Schwartz, and James Sleeman are backing me. We have been booked pretty often with other like heavier bands. I think one of my goals is to lean a bit away from that. Right now I'm working on a song with a local Philly band that I'm excited for that's more heavier, and I don't want to name drop them just in case they end up not liking what I send them tonight. But they are a huge deal to me, and I want to collab with more heavy artists, but go in a more acoustic, songwriter-driven, piano-driven route.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and so speaking to that, like, what would you say kind of describes the style that you're going for, like going forward with your music?
I met somebody named Brianna who came to a show recently, and she said she's listened to my music for a long time, and it really touched me. And I want to write music that sounds like something a girl would want to listen to in her bedroom with her headphones on, and like not let her mom not let anybody in. Like she's like 16, she's closing the door, she's listening to in her headphones, and she like had a bad day, and so she puts on a song I wrote. And that's like my goal, that's like my dream. Cause I know I did that with Taylor Swift, with like so many artists, and to be that for somebody would mean a lot to me. So I want to sound like that. Who would that sound like?
Awesome. Yeah, speaking of all those like women artists that have impacted us, what does being a woman in the arts and in music specifically kind of mean to you?
I think women are natural artists most of the time. You know, I think it comes a little easier to us. Maybe I'm biased. I think, but I don't know. I just feel like it's hard to put into words because it's really all I know. It's not like I've been a man making music before. I do think it's unfortunate how often younger girls are taken advantage of in the music industry, without their knowledge, even sometimes, until it's too late. But I think I don't know, I think we can bring something really special to the table and use our feminine wiles when we have to.
Yeah, for sure. Well, can you talk a little bit about just kind of what brought the idea of Makeout Girl to you and like kind of your inspiration for that?
Yeah, I can do that. So when I was in high school, I had the idea for a song called Makeout Machine. I was a big fan of Pierce the Veil. And they had like a machine theme going on at the time.
As we all are in high school, yeah.
And so I wrote a song called Makeout Machine. And then, and I was also really into bands like Bikini Kill, Bratmobile, like Riot Girl stuff. That was a phase I went through. And so Makeout GRRL was kind of a play on that. Not the 3 R's because I don't like the origins of Riot Girl as much as I used to. But just to kind of make it my own. A play on Makeout Machine, which was my first EP, and then like my alter ego would then be Makeout Girl. It also was my Instagram handle, which just makes it easier.
It does make it easier. Yeah, well, is there anything else you would like to talk a little more about and let our viewers know about your upcoming future endeavors?
Yeah, sure. I plan on staying in Philly. I plan on making some really special music, or special to me. And hopefully collabing with more women artists. So if you're watching and you need to collab with somebody, let me know. And hopefully I work on my shopping addiction too, because it's been a little difficult recently.
Okay, yeah, awesome. I definitely hear that. I need to work on my shopping addiction so hard.
But it looks so good.
It looks so good. I want to buy every cool pair of shoes I see, and I can't do that.
That's rough.
All right, any final thoughts about being a woman, being Makeout Girl?
Here I am, baby. But I really thank you for having me, Jenny.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for coming. It was really lovely to have you here.
Yeah, it means a lot to me.
When I was asked to like find a musician for this, I was like, Kennedy has to be.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Because I was thinking like Women's History Month thing, and I know that you are like.
Did you guys plan originally on doing like a music, like there was somebody going to play music here?
Yeah, we were going to have like either an interview or somebody play music or something, and I was like, I have a friend.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. And Philly's such like an oversaturated like music area right now, so it means a lot to me that you had me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of Shy Godwin?
I haven't, no.
They're very good. You should check them out, and maybe they could play here sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just send me the
I'll send you the
information later.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, just
that's all for today.
Yeah, if there's any other last thoughts you have or last things about.
Yeah, I think you should definitely have Shy Godwin on. That would be awesome. I'll send you the information.
Epic.
I really liked performing here. Everybody's so nice.
Well, we loved having you. Thank you so much for coming. All right, lastly, one more time, thank you guys for watching From Every Angle. I'm Jenny, this was Kennedy, and have a good day.